How's it going? This is gonna be a tier list for Gears 5 weapons. Um, as you can see here, here's just the basic weapons, and then we have their active reload, their perfect active reload counterpart. Uh, a lot of these guns will change. You know, something might be A, but with an active reload, it shoots up to S. This is unscripted. I made all of these things like 5 minutes ago, so let me break down. SS Plus, absolute best guns in the game. These are things that you need to be playing for. These are things that you need to be early rotating to. You need to, if the enemy team picks this up, you need to keep a mental note in your head of who has it, where they are, and you need to make sure that you can be able to counter them in some way. These are guns that are amazing. S guns are, they're good. You definitely need to play for them, and you definitely need to rotate for them. But the effect that SS guns have on a control match versus S guns is going to be monumental. A is decently, A is good. A is where I think most of the guns are going to align. B is not bad, but it's not amazing. You know, I don't want you to think just because it's in B or C or D that you should never pick these guns up. I think if you have, let's say you have a pistol, right? But the pistol has no ammo, and you have no Lancer ammo either. But you do have a Talon nearby, right? So for the time being, the snub's going to be D, there's no ammo in it, and Talon's going to be B, even though I don't think that's where the Talon deserves to be. So let's get to it. If you are mouse and keyboard, if you're mouse and keyboard, I think the Lancer is S. This gun shreds. This gun's amazing. This gun is so suffocating to play against, and this gun is so much fun to play with. If I can paint a picture in your head of like, just bear with me. You just got off of a 12-hour shift, right? You come home, your wife is nagging you constantly. Your kids are being annoying, and the only thing you want to do is play Gears of War, right? That's like the only thing you want to do. You get on, and off the first control hill that you play, you get Lancered. And you just sit there and you're thinking, oh, man. This gun is so amazing. You need to be playing this, and you need to get better with this gun. If your controller, I think it's A. It's more A. Just because you no longer have the adhesion aim assist, so you're no longer, you know, the aim assist isn't aiming for you, it's more helping you. But since I play mouse and keyboard, I'm putting this in S. Gnasher, I think if your controller, it's S, right? Like these flip with mouse and keyboard compared to controller. But I think Gnasher deserves to be A. It's amazing, you know, close range is what it's designed for. But other than that, there's not much to it. You know, it's great close range. You can do, there's a huge skill gap with the Gnasher. But if you were to have someone that's a good Gnasher versus a good Lancer, the good Lancer is always going to win. This guy is going to be a better teammate than this guy, right? And you'll see that in your games a lot. Where someone's just Gnasher only and they just run around with the Gnasher and they don't really know what's going on. Versus this guy. This is the Giga Chad. Snub. S tier. Easily. This gun is amazing. It reloads very quickly. Does a lot of damage. You can shoot it very fast. Yeah, other than that. Bull talk. So I think of the base loadout weapons, right? This is the order that these go in. I think the Bolthawk is very good. It has a very slow fire rate. You have to get an active. I don't know. It's definitely A, I think. Yeah, we'll keep it in A. We'll keep it in A. Boom shot. Absolutely fucking busted gun. This gun is amazing. This gun is a fucking black hole on the map. 20 seconds before it's picked up. 20 seconds afterwards. Or pretty much just the entire time it's available. If somebody has this gun, it doesn't matter who it is. If it's a great player, that's amazing, right? If it's a trash player, they went from like a trash player to like decent. If they get a kill. You know, they're still, if they're trash, they're trash. But this gun changes the whole dynamic of control fights and your positioning on the map, how you need to play it, how your team needs to play it. Let's say you're on Nexus, right? And you're on the Hammerburst, one of the corner hills, and this gun's about to come up. You need to send at least 2 people to fight for it. You need to get this gun. If you do not have this gun on your side, you're going to lose momentum. If the other team's good. Like obviously if anybody's bad, all these guns are going to be down here. But to anybody decent and like average and good and great, this gun is very suffocating. Very, very suffocating. Now, here we go. I think this is the second best gun in the game. If the boom shot is like 100 out of 100, then I think the drop shot is like a 95 out of 100. The biggest counter with the drop shot is getting within 2-shot range. Like of Nashor range, right? If you can get close to them, they're kind of screwed. That's the biggest downfall with this gun. Sure, you can aim up and go for the kill, but you're kind of just wasting time and you're wasting a drop to maybe kill them. Another reason why I think this gun isn't the best in the game is it's kind of easy to whiff shots and it's kind of easy to outplay. I say kind of like very loosely. Like anybody that's good, you're going to get fucking destroyed. Right? This gun can be extremely oppressive. I think professional players would disagree with me because this gun was like the pinnacle of pushing fights and changing the pace of the game. I think professional players would switch these around. They would say drop is best. But I think just average players, decent players, I think this is more fitting. Enforcer. This gun is not ass, but it's not good, right? I think C's okay. If you have no Lancer ammo, and let's say you're playing on the corner hill of Tomb, right? Where the Enforcer spawns, I think it's okay to pick this up. If you're on mouse and keyboard, I think it could be B. Right? But it has a lot of recoil. And it runs out of ammo really quickly. But it does shred. If you can hit your shots, this gun fucking hurts. But I can't justify putting it in B. I just can't. M bar. A. Easily. This gun's good. This gun is very good. The skill gap with this gun is definitely getting used to the charging up and the small little window that you have to getting the shot off. Like this gun was very annoying for me to get used to and to get good with. I always hated that mechanic. I still kind of don't like it, but I think for sure this gun is great. Okay, frag grenades. I think frag grenades belong in A tier. They force you to move. They deny huge area. And you kind of need to early rotate for these. Not as much as like a drop shot, right? But you definitely need to play for frags. I think the frag grenades are the better. I don't think they're the best, but they're the well, no. Of the pickup grenades, I think these are the best. I would argue that these are the best. Now, default. I don't know, man. I think flash grenades. If you're a professional player, you definitely put these in S. But I don't know. I think they need to be A. You can throw a bad flash, right? Like compared to a smoke, you can throw a bad flash and it does absolutely fucking nothing. You can throw a bad smoke and actually get some like value out of it. Unless you're throwing it like, you know what I mean. I think these are very high risk, high reward. It's like a wrap shot. Like if you hit it, you know you're golden, but if you miss, you're totally fucked. That's why I don't think I can put them in S. I think they deserve to be A. Smokes. Smokes S. I fucking love smokes. Love them, love them, love them. They deny lanes. They deny vision. They deny info. They deny positioning. Smokes are the fucking best. You need to be using these every single time you're live. I think you can get more value from a flash than a smoke, but I think consistently speaking, smokes do way more than flash grenades. So that's how I feel. Instants. I think instants are the worst of the pickup grenades, for sure. Their like trail of fire that they leave behind, it's extremely inconsistent. You never know the pattern you're gonna get. You have to hit their hitbox pretty much to get the kill. They're definitely not bad, but you have to do a lot to get value out of these things. You have to be extremely accurate, and you can fuck up really easily with these. I think they deserve B. I think that's fair. And then shock grenades. I love shock grenades. They're great. They don't deny visibility like smokes, but they do deny lanes like very well. If you have a shock grenade and you toss it at let's say the score is 285, and you toss a shock grenade in a good spot to deny like hill control at all, where they can't even contest it, you're gonna win the game. Shocks get a lot of value, and one thing that you probably don't know is that if you're behind cover, right, and a shock is thrown on the opposite side of the cover, the initial blast will still stun you for a second. It won't continuously stun you, but it can still it can stun you, like off the initial blast. I don't think a lot of people know about that. Next, we have the hammer burst. The hammer burst, maybe here. Hammer burst is good, and I think it's for sure worth picking up if you're not going out of your way for it. So for like example on Nexus, right? You're in the hammer burst hill. I think it's okay to drop the Lancer and pick up the hammer burst. I think this gun is good. I think it is actually pretty good. Answer GL. This stands for no longer in competitive playlist, by the way. This gun was fucking fun to use. This gun was very fun to use. It was extremely broken. If I could, I would put it up here. But it's no longer in the game. Or it's no longer in competitive. I think in some quick play maps you can get this gun. If so, I'd put it up here. But since this is control, we're gonna do that. Sniper. Goated. This gun is awesome. This gun can pierce invulnerable frames that people tend to get. For example, if you're blind firing over the cover with a Lancer, you cannot hit them with the Boltok, right? But you can hit them with the Snipe, Ambar, and other guns, other precision weapons. Sniper is amazing. This is one gun where if someone is bad on the team, right, but they have potential, if they pick this gun up, they could absolutely fucking fry the other team. This gun is sleeper. If you're good with snipe, it's extremely suffocating to play against. But it's not end all be all. Like if you have snipe, yeah, the game is for sure tilted in your favor. But if they have a boom shot or a drop shot, they should be able to kill you, right? Like you're gonna get countered pretty easily. If they have these guns. But if these guns aren't on the map, then you're for sure fine. You know, just if you're not hitting the headshots, go for body shots. Headshots are preferred, obviously, you know, get the kill easily, but for sure go for body shots. This is amazing. Another sleeper gun. This gun is fucking great. The Markza. The Markza is amazing. Very, very strong. Very good. Shoots very fast. Has penetration, like the sniper. If you see their body, you can shoot them. Not much to say on district, especially. This is like people do not play for this weapon when they really should, and I think that's a huge mistake. I think you need to be playing for this gun off like respawn. Start playing this gun more, and you'll see a huge shift in your games. I promise you. The overkill. This gun's fucking awesome. This gun's amazing. I don't know why you guys keep dropping your Lancer to pick this gun up. Just drop your Gnasher for it. This gun is literally just a better Gnasher, right? And instead of like spraying it, cadence your shots. Just shoot, wait like a half a second, and then let go of the trigger. You can kill people from so fucking far away with this gun. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievably strong. Definitely deserves to be up here. Retro. This gun is not bad. It's definitely very good. For maps like, I believe it's Reclaimed, where you have the top overlook and then this spawns on the bottom little corners, a retro can. I think it's for sure worth picking up as well. Over like if it's in the way, you should get it. I don't think you should necessarily go out of your way to get this gun, but you should for sure pick it up. For sure pick it up. Scorcher. I'm torn. I think this is one of the worst guns in the game. For sure. But when you get an active, everything changes. This can pierce covers. Like if someone's hiding in cover, even if they're not aiming, you can shoot over and kill them, but it takes too long. And you have to be out of position pretty much to do that. So I think it's okay leaving this here. Talon is terrible. Worst gun in the game. On mouse and keyboard, the recoil is insane. On controller, it's insane. When the game first came out, like 5 years ago, this gun was pretty good. But they nerfed it heavily. And I don't really think it's definitely not worth picking up. But like I said in the beginning, if you don't have Lancer ammo and you don't have snub ammo, I think it's okay to pick this up. You know, every gun can be useful, but I just think in 99.9% of situations you're not gonna go out of your way for this gun at all. The Breaker Mace. This when the game first came out and this was in competitive, this this weapon was amazing. This was so strong. You could eat, I think, 2 Gibbs with the Gnasher before this thing broke. Like it had health, and it could slam, and it could swing from extremely far away and very quickly. Maybe? Nah, no way. No way. Just the biggest downside is you have to be close, but this isn't in competitive anymore, so it's not really worth. Claw. I think the claw is amazing. I think it's amazing's probably pushing it. It's for sure good. If you can get the first 5 shots off and then get the accuracy afterwards, this gun is extremely dominant. I don't think it's necessarily better than these guns. I think it's better than the Lancer, but I think just overall the Lancer is better. I think I'm okay putting this here. T-bow. T-bow is amazing. Forces people out of cover, forces people out of position. Well, hold on. Here. You have to be really accurate. You have to be accurate, you have to be able to read players' movements effectively if you want to be able to, you know, get a kill. But it is good if people are holding a like tight angle or they're holding a cover. If you can get a shot off directly above them, you can get the kill pretty easily. It's amazing. Now, here we go with something that's not weapons. You're going to see, like, even down here, these aren't really weapons. I'll tell you what those are later. So here we have the COG. This is just COG in general. They have smaller hitboxes. They make less noise. And they're cooler looking, I would say. I think if you get COG, your chances of winning increase. While if you were to have Swarm, you would be on the like I think COG has an advantage, right? Their characters are not as loud. Swarm characters are extremely loud. Characters like Karn, right? You reload and they're always fucking saying something. He's loud as shit. Or for example, playing as Rom, right? He's got a massive hitbox. He stomps the ground like fucking no other. And every time you reload, he has something to say. And not only does he say it, he fucking screams it from the top of his lungs. I think in general, you have a better chance of winning the game if you're COG, right? That's what I mean by this. I don't really think like one's necessarily. Well, I think COG is better than Swarm. Let's put it at that. Base guns with active reloads. They got rid of this a long time ago, and I'm really glad they did. It was super annoying playing for reloads. You would just sit in cover, and if you fucked up a reload, well, you're out of the fight for, 2 or 3 seconds, which is huge. I'm super glad they made this change. They got rid of these, and I love it. Reloaded Boltok absolutely destroys. Absolutely destroys. If you can get in close range, you two-shot people. If someone already has damage on them, you shoot them once in the head and they're going down. I think an active reloaded Boltok is fucking awesome. Boom shot. Way better than... Why can't I do this? What is going on? Yeah, there we go. The one downside with an active reloaded boom shot, right, is if they are in your face. Not within 2-shot range, or not within one shot range, but like well, yeah, one shot range. If they're within one shot gib range of you, you're kind of fucked. Like you have to kill yourself to kill them, which is okay, I guess, right? If you can communicate to your team that you dropped a boom shot, then I think it's okay to die with it. But if they pick it up, then it's kind of iffy. But you can hit some sick shots with an active reloaded boom shot. I'm thinking on All Fathers, on stairs when they're holding that one cover, looking towards snipe. You just get an active reload, just shoot the wall behind them, and they're dead. That's it. Like there's no aiming, there's no skill to it. You just aim, shoot. As long as you get the reload, you know you're doing damage. Active reloaded drop shot, I think, is amazing. I think non-active, the boom is better than the drop, but I think active, the drop is better than an active boom. Right? So, one thing about the drop shot, its active reload time, like how long you have the active for, lasts pretty much as long as it takes for the active to recharge. So if you can get the first active, you should be able to have an active like the rest of the time you hold the gun. Unless you switch early, but I don't know. That problem you have with the regular drop shot where they're within two-shot range is kind of negated by the fact that when you shoot this gun and let go, it's gonna drop like instantly. And as long as if you can aim up quickly, if you can read that they're close, the active reload gives you enough time to outplay them. Which I think this gun is the best in the game. I think non-active boom is better than the drop, the non-active drop for sure. Enforcer active reload. B. This gun shreds. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. If you can hit your shots, this gun destroys people. It destroys people. Let's see here. Active M-bar. Just a better version of the regular M-bar. Has the piercing, has everything, hits for 91%. And the added effect is you can stun lock someone with an active reloaded shot. So if you have an active reload and someone sneaks up on you and you're able to hit them or hit near them if they're close enough, it'll stun them. And they'll wrap their arm around their eye like they got flashed or something, and you can just outplay them instantly. This gun is awesome. This gun's very good. Hammer burst active reloaded. I think it's just better. It's not amazing by any means. It does become better, but it's not like crazy at all. I think it's okay leaving this in B. This would be up here, but it's no longer in competitive playlist, so we're gonna leave that down there. Sniper. Amazing. It's just a better sniper, you know? You just get more damage per body hit. Nothing really changes. Just the damage is increased, which it just makes it better. There's no downside to it. You know, you're not gonna kill yourself with these guns. I mean, you really shouldn't be, but there's really no possibility of that ever happening. Just the damage is insane. Same thing with the Marksa. It just becomes better. Shoots faster. The time to reset the bloom is increased, so it tightens faster after every shot, and you're able to shoot faster. You get more damage. It pierces covers. It's very good. It's a very good gun. Overkill. I want to so bad. I want to put it up here. This gun is so slept on. This gun is so slept on. But I don't think I can. I think I need to keep it down here. It just gets better. The range gets increased. The time to fire, I believe, is increased. I could be wrong about that. But if you can cadence your shot, this gun is so fucking good. You need to be playing this gun. I think it's only on Training Grounds, which is the only like played map. But if this gun is up, you need to play for it. And you need to not trade your Lancer for it. You need to drop your Gnasher. I don't know why you guys do that. It irks me so much. Retro Lancer just becomes good. Becomes very good. Right? That's all I can say about it. It just becomes better. Shoots faster, more damage. I think the recoil is the same. There's no like increased, recoil. Or there's no reduced recoil. It just becomes better. Scorcher. Fuck, a lot of people are gonna be mad, but dude, this gun fucks. This gun is so good. If it goes from literally one of the worst guns in the game to probably one of the best guns in the wait, where is this? Where's this positioning? I need to put this up here. I need to put this I think here. I think there's a good spot for it to be. You can deny lane, you can deny covers, especially on district. On the corner hill, where like Marks and Boltok spawns, on top stairs, if you can get an active reload and hold that one little spot, and that's the hill to win the game, you just won the game, right? There's nothing they can do. I guess the one downside of this is like you can kill yourself. And that tends to happen if you're on covers and you LT over it. But you shouldn't really be doing that, right? As a good player. That's what we're not going to do, is kill ourselves with the Scorcher. Let's see, Talon. Talon. It goes from the worst gun in the game, right? See here. This gun sucks. I don't like it. It's just, you get an active, you're just making trash, like, better trash. This gun sucks. I don't like it. Claw. Active reloaded claw. For sure better than a Lancer. The one downside of this is getting the reload off. It takes like 3.5 seconds to start when you press the reload button before it connects with the perfect active. But if you can get it off and like time it perfectly where you're just about to get into a fight, this gun shreds. This gun is amazing. And it's for sure a sleeper. Like, you need to play for this gun. I think it's great. Okay, active reloaded torque. I think here's a good spot for it to be. The charge time is super fast. And if someone's holding a cover, right, and you have torque and they know you have it, a lot of times, people make the mistake of trying to like inch their way out and try and get better positioning on you. But this gun can just take advantage of that. Right? This gun's charge time I think it's half a second. I could be wrong. But it's very fast. And you can fuck people up with this. The blast radius is increased. The charge time is decreased before you can shoot it. Solid gun. I think it deserves to be an S. Now, here's something that you're probably like, what the fuck is this? So this is TACCOM. This is using the TACCOM button. For sure, SS Plus. Every single time, okay, other than the roadie run button, your shoot button, and your LT button, this needs to be the button you are pressing. You need to be using the TACCOM. Every single time you respawn, the first fucking button you need to press is TACCOM. Every single time someone picks up a weapon, someone dies, any that you need to use TACCOM. It's so simple, but it's so effective. And this is a sleeper mechanic that people do not, or I think a lot of people underestimate the effectiveness of this, like, ability. TACCOM is amazing. Accuracy. Okay. So just to clarify, this is accuracy, movement, and positioning, right? Of these three, accuracy is for sure the best, I would say. If you can hit your shots, you are an amazing player. You know, no one can stop you, right? If you're able to hit Lancer shots when you need to, Gnasher shots when you need to, then these don't really matter. They still do, but I don't think they matter as much as having good accuracy. If you can hit your shots, you're a deadly player, right? If you can hit your shots, you're better than 90% of the players out there. Now, movement. This is movement within team fights, right? I think movement is good, but of these three, it is for sure the least important and the least effective in a game. And I'm sure a lot of you know people, they have really good movement, but they can't hit a fucking shot. So like what's the point, you know? You're fucking bouncing around, ADDing, rap shotting nothing. You're spam Aing everything. You're catching every fucking wall you possibly can to stimulate your dopamine because you're fucking bored. I think movement is really catfish. If you don't have these two other things, right? And the last thing, positioning. You know, what good is a drop shot, you know, a boom shot, if you're not rotating early for them? You know what I mean? What good is outplaying the enemy team if you're not in the correct spot to catch the rotate when they pick these weapons up? You know what I mean? Like, if you can find a good position to outplay every single aspect of these weapons, you are a deadly fucking player. You are a menace. If you can rotate early to hills, if you can play next to your team when they're in fights, if you can revive them, if you can position yourself to not only benefit the team, but to deter the enemy, you're an absolute menace of a player. And you definitely need accuracy and positioning more than you need movement. If you have these two, you are better than 99% of the players out there. If you can add good movement, though, during fights, you're better than 99.9%. These two are so important, and they're so slept on. So, yeah, that's it. That's my tier list. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. I'd really like to get y'all's opinion on what you think, what should be where. And thank you. Goodbye.